Why, hello there. My name is Rocks, or you can call me Taylor. Either way. And this is one of my favorite games of all time. This is a 2015 reboot of King's Quest. This year, in particular, I thought I'd do a Let's Play of it, because it's a 10-year anniversary, and for the past few years now, I have been doing an annual King's Quest marathon. And it's themed around different things every single year, and I thought, why not do a Let's Play of it, right? And show why I enjoy this game a lot more than probably a lot of people did. This is a game very, very near and dear to my heart. I hope to maybe change some people's minds about it through this. But even if not, I hope you enjoy. We begin. Chapter 1. A Night to Remember. And of course, we start off familiar, with young Sir Graham heading off towards the well. No doubt, the rescue of the magic mirror. Can't go back. But why would we? There's adventure to be had after all. Let's go look. Judging from that sound, it sounds like it's not going to be a pleasant drop. So, let's be precautious about this. You hear the clicking clacking on my keyboard? I am so very sorry. But I've been dealing with OBS issues for the past day or so. So you're unfortunately going to have to deal with that. Hopefully my voice in the game audio comes out fine, though. That's all that matters, ultimately. I think you guys can handle a few clicks in your ear.
I had not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look.
Ah. So you've been here before. Interesting.
Those lost wishes weren't the treasure I was after.
Him saying that he hadn't been back there in years? Well, that's because this is a narrative. This is a story being told to somebody else. You'll find out who soon enough. But just know, his tale is not going to be like the others. It's going to be a little bit different than what you're used to. And that's okay, because change can be good. Oh dear.
It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either.
Yeah, it's a bit of a double meaning there. I like it. Oh, that's beautiful. If nothing else, no one can deny that this game is absolutely gorgeous. Great music. Pretty good voice acting overall, too.
Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened.
Where the green dust is over here? Probably nothing.
I decided this was no time to take a nap, even though that bed looked very squishy and very comfortable.
It's probably fine. The trap's basically already set off, right? Oh!
And that's what would have happened if I turned the left switch. But since I am here telling this story, you already know that I pulled the right one.
Another good element of this game is its humor. You gotta be prepared for a lot of puns and a lot of making fun of itself, both classic and modern. Prepare for references, prepare for pop culture jokes. At least a couple, anyway. I'll try and point them out as we go along.
Pockets, barrels, butter churns, and beds were jammed in every nook and cranny of that cave. It all seems so familiar.
Ugh. What a mess. Someone needs to be more organized about this place, I swear. Huh, what's this?
Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers. As I was saying, this was no time to take a nap.
I defy you, old man.
All right. I took a brief rest before I decided to adventure on with that very important treasure.
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind.
I love Gwendolyn as a character. She's a very good audience surrogate. She's a very good player stand-in. Because she's asking questions and making comments that a lot of us probably would make. And she's just a very sweet girl, too. She only wants the best for this place, overall. And I love her and Grant's banter. It's really good.
Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror!
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
Do you want to tell this part?
Yes! King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My way to add a shinier hat to my collection.
This version of Graham in this timeline is very much a storyteller. He's very much has a flair for the dramatic. And probably some exaggerations if it will make the story better or funnier, as we will soon see. But here's already a huge big example right there. That dragon was not that big last time you told this tale, was it, Graham? But it's not like it matters. Gwendolyn loves it regardless. Huh. Rope. This isn't here. Interesting. You did mention that you've been here before, so is this an element of that? Or were you expected? Are we walking into a trap? We'll see.
I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
Oh, we need to resolve that. Oh, pretty. Oh, look, another bed.
Guilty. I took a second nap. volumes of old books with foreboding titles clutter the shelves of that strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon, Breaking the Spirit of Hideous Beasts, Amateur Spells to Impress Your Friends with. No books about recovering missing handles, though.
I believe if you sleep in those two beds that we saw earlier, I believe you will get the achievement Up All Night, I believe what you call it. Unfortunately, you will not get achievement pops from these recordings, unfortunately, because I've had Steam for a decade, and I've gotten them all. But I'll try my best to remember where they would trigger normally. Huh. Is this the handle? Oh. Which is a price, though. Unless...
So, the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap. Then I used my cleverness to hide.
Oh. You have an arrow piercing in your eye. Poor thing.
Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers.
Mm-hmm.
What did you use to fix the broken switch?
Why, I wouldn't you know, of course. Skilled archers. We'll have to remember that for later.
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall. This cave seemed to be filled with failed adventures.
That's a terrible way to go. Oh, big boy want to go outside? Yeah, big boy want to go outside. No pet deserves to be chained up like that. You must have a bad owner.
After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend.
Yeah, maybe he's just lonely. Oh dear, that's a lot of hazards. I'm sure it's fine. Ooh.
After I was impaled by that spiky bed, I took a nap and decided the magic mirror could wait another evening before being rescued.
Grandpa!
Well, I thought maybe it was your bedtime, but I can continue.
I love their dynamic so much, especially this first chapter. It's really good. Okay. Wait. Oh dear. That seems a little unfair. Maybe stealthily. Go way fast. Don't worry. We'll be fine. I'm sure he's friendly. Maybe he just wants a friend. Maybe he just wants someone who would actually appreciate him as an owner. Hey little buddy, do you want pet? Oh my goodness, no.
You marched right into a ferocious dragon's mouth.
I was just making sure you were still paying attention.
Yes, that adventure was great. Of course, we gotta do this all over again. Yeah, you don't even have to use that second bed. If you're quick enough, you just do this. Done.
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch.
Yeah, it is too far away. We need to find something we can throw. With range. We can pick up like a rock, like pick up one of these pots and throw it. Oh look, a bow! How convenient. Aww. Giving respect to the fallen, I see. There's a good lad. Hopefully that won't come back to bite us. Oh, this one feels a little more unstable. Maybe it's been used more often? Somebody get this checked out.
The mirror called out to me.
Here it is. Okay. The clue's right there. Of course, there's always a problem. Always a puzzle to be had, isn't there? Let's experiment. What does this do? Ah! Calls up the big boy. To a big stretch. He goes up to investigate. Oh, I see. Oh, he's not happy. He wants to be fed. He's like, hey, why isn't there any food for me? You called me at the dinner bell. What does this do?
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
Ooh, I had to guess. You probably don't want to go down that close. We should probably distract it. There we go. There we go. Now you've got food. Good boy. Here's our plan. Don't be distracted. Get down there. And enlightenment ensues. Claim your destiny. Very beautiful. Very powerful. Yeah, we should probably run. How dare we steal his friend? Oh dear, I did take them to the table, didn't I? Ugh! Oh boy, this sequence. I remember when the very first trailer and screenshots of this game dropped, back in 2014, and people were so aghast at the idea that Graham could do something as silly as surf on a mattress, despite the fact that King's Quest, canonically speaking, has always been silly. Don't believe me? Play through the classic series sometime and tell me, is defeating a Yeti with a pie not silly? Back to the action. Let's go. Go away. Shoot. Hi. Graham, why aren't you running? Yes, boy, run! This game is not perfect. There are things that even I would change. There are some things that I do not like or think could have done better. But overall, I think the game is still very, very good. I think it does still...
With a magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become.
As well you should. I think after all this, I think you deserve it. Let's go home. Of course. It'll never be that easy, can it?
In that split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
Rippling consequences indeed. This is a game all about it's about consequences, your choices will matter, for the most part, in the long run. So, which do you choose? The path of guile, the path of vengeance, or the path of mercy? This LP will be showing off lots of stuff that I personally enjoy. That is my decision. Go on then. You deserve a better life. May you find redemption for the things you have done. It's a good sign of character development too. You'll see what I mean later.
My hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there's so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures.
Good message.
All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Like, why did you set the dragon free even though he was trying to eat you?
I set him free because, well, over the years I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was never shown any kindness. On that day, I forgave the dragon for his atrocious past.
You have such a bizarre way of making friends, Grandpa. I guess I do too. I'm known as Gwendolyn the Popular back home. But only to my stuffed bunnies.
I've always found it best to pursue friends where I can, though they don't always feel the same about me.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
Now, I said that your actions have consequences, that your choices have consequences. I meant it. Because Gwendolyn admires Graham quite a bit. So, she will emulate him. She will learn from his stories. If you handle the dragon in a different way, you would not be getting this scene. You would be getting a little variation on this. But because we freed it, we get this instead.
Roar! Well, hello, cousin.
Guard!
I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
We got here as fast as we could. And I like Grandpa's stories. Especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast that he set free. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before or he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen.
Or maybe trying to teach you a lesson.
I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard would be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
You're rather full of yourself, aren't
I'm
you?
actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Aw.
Nope. No junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
Sleep well. I smell a bit of a rivalry coming on. But I think that's where we're going to end things off for today. Thank you so much for watching. May I see you again sometime? Next time, the real